This presumable Russian troll bot account, Jesus Christ. When your screen lights up and you can land a plane by it because you're old and blind. Anyway, this person is talking about George Floyd and Ashley Babbitt. And this person says, compared to fentanyl Floyd, she did nothing. That crap was all a setup, and you know it. I never understand the we'll deal with the fentanyl Floyd and she did nothing part in just a moment. I never understood the whole setup argument. It doesn't make any sense, right? So either you're saying that everybody that was there was not a Trump supporter, they were just pretending to be Trump supporters, in which case you have to justify why Marjorie Taylor Greene took up their mantle so hard and Donald Trump pardoned them. Or what you're saying is that they were Trump supporters, but they were set up to do what they did. They were coerced into attacking the Capitol building. Which also doesn't make any sense, because what you're saying in that instance is that Trumpers are not capable of thinking for themselves. But comparing George Floyd and Ashley Babbitt is, with all due respect, fucking stupid. George Floyd, when he was murdered by a police officer, was attempting to pass off a counterfeit bill. That was his crime. That was why he had an interaction with the police that day that ultimately ended up in him being murdered, and thankfully ended up with that piece of shit cop going to prison. Ashley Babbitt attacked our nation's capital. She attacked our nation's capital in an attempt to overthrow our government to install a dictator over the will of the people. She was part of a violent mob that was breaking through windows of the Capitol building, chanting how they wanted to hang the line of succession in our government as their brethren built an actual gallows on the front lawn of the Capitol building. You're comparing somebody passing off a counterfeit bill. Say he passed off 1,000 counterfeit bills. You're comparing somebody who passed off a counterfeit bill with somebody who attacked our nation's capital. George Floyd was a useless human being. He should have never been celebrated in the manner in which he was celebrated. His funeral was a made-for-TV farce, in my opinion. Having said that, that doesn't mean he deserved to die at the hands of the police. That doesn't mean that the police get to be judge, jury, and executioners. Unless that cop's life is in danger. Was the cop who had his knee on George Floyd's neck, and that's where it was, per the autopsy, which has never been altered since its original release, no matter what you've been told, was the cop who had his knee on George Floyd's neck for 9 minutes in danger? No. Was the cop on the other side of the door that Ashley Babbitt was trying to bust through and ultimately climbed through a window next to, was he in danger? Yeah, all the police in that building were in danger that day, as is evidenced by the footage of the domestic terrorists wearing Trump merch that attacked the Capitol that day. This is one of, if not the dumbest comparisons ever.